Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 6, module 6, where we're going to be looking at leadership, power, and politics. We only have 2 weeks left, so we have 2 modules and a final paper. So if you haven't taken a look at that final paper, I encourage you to do so now or try to plan it into your schedule. Okay, so this week we're going to be looking at kind of the background research on leadership. Obviously, we've been talking about leadership in the journals every week. So this week you look at some of the different variables that researchers have looked at over time to figure out how do you decide what's the best leadership approach. So take a look at the different options and have those in your toolkit to think about in your next leadership role. And then the second topic is power and politics. We talked about conflict management in the essentials class. So for this module, focusing on power and politics or negotiation. And then finally, your journal for this week is based on the characteristics of building trust and learning from mistakes. So, 2 chapters. I've given you a couple different ways to look at Cialdini's principles of influence. If you're not familiar with these, take a look. There's a whole book on how to influence people. So look that up if you're interested. A lot of journal materials, kind of respect, trust, and failure are all 3 topics as part of the characteristic for this week. So take a look and see what resonates with you. What do you feel is helpful? There's a lot of materials here. Be sure you take a look at the famous failures. That's one of my favorite. Okay, so you'll have a discussion board, and here I'm asking you to identify a leader in the news, and I gave you an example of an article that I found. Sorry, my cat is here. And someone, who's infamous for good or bad reasons, use specific concepts from the chapter to try to explain why the leader was so effective and effective. This is an opportunity for you to try to see how helpful those different leadership theories are in terms of explaining, and then what can you learn from that. So be sure you post on Wednesday and respond to 2 other posts by the weekend. Your individual written assignment this week is asking you to map or analyze your social network. So this is an activity that's in the chapter, but I have pulled it out and given you some worksheets here to do the calculations. So you don't have to respond, you don't need to submit the calculations, but just answer the questions at the end and submit that. And then finally, the journal for this week, respect others by building trust and learning from mistakes. So, so we're going to focus specifically on mistakes, learning from mistakes, which is really an important competency for leaders. So let me know if you have any questions, and otherwise, have a great week.